Now scream queen with a million smiles. Catching all the love from around the world. Whoa. Hey Shelly, won't you shine your light? Shine your light in the darkest times. You make it bright, bright. Live stream dreams, we're all by your side, by your side. Keep on doing what you do, girl. You're one of a kind, one of a kind. Shelly, Shelly, you're our live stream star. So keep rocking your show, no matter where you are.
Hey, Shelly from the block. Jersey girl with a mouth that won't stop, no, no. Sassy, and I'm not afraid to show it. Gonna spill the tea, you better be ready for it. I speak my mind, no filter inside. Shelly's in the house, talking trash and truth. No sugar-coated blues. Melody, then get out the way. Jersey girl with something to lose. Shelly's in the house, time to break the rules. From Halls to the city, I'm the queen of cool. You can handle the heat, then take a hike. Shelly's in the house, drop the mic.
Hey, Shelly in the house tonight. Living it up, feeling so right. Yeah. New Jersey girl, she's got that style. Live stream queen with a million smiles. And she know the love from around the world. Hey Shelly, won't you shine your light? It's time to make it right. Live stream queens with a wayside. You're one of a kind. Shelly, Shelly, you're a live stream star. Keep rocking the show no matter where you are. Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's Shelly, your mouthy mama at Talking Trash and Truths, and this is Coffee and Chaos with T3. That's me. It's my last pop-up in Jersey, and then I will be off to West Pennsylvania. It is 11:06 a.m. on the East Coast on August 23rd, 2024. And I'm very excited, everybody. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm so like, ooh, I can't contain it. Sleep and me, we're not friends. So I got a little sleep last night, not as much as I wanted to. But then I got up and I was like, all right, I made a list because Connor was like, hey, make a list so we get everything. All right. And there's so much on the list. I was like, where am I going to do a show? Because I wanted to do a real quick show before, everything got disconnected because like everything has to go in a bin. So I picked 11 o'clock. Unfortunately, StreamYards was giving me a hard time. So I had to make it for like a little later than 11. I'm just glad you guys are here. I just wanted to just touch base, tell you where I'm at. Looking in chat, we got Lady Autumn Sky, Lady Awesome. Hello, hello. How are you? Happy Friday. I can't believe I'm leaving tomorrow. God, just one more day. I got one more sleep, y'all. One more sleep before I'm out of here. She said, oh, I'm so excited for my dose of T3. Oh, she's so cute. I'm going to start nap time routine now. See you soon. I hope you're back before I end because my plan is to just talk to you guys for a little while because I missed you. And I literally have had no energy all week because I've been dead. Like I told Winning, I feel like an overcooked ramen noodle. Like I have no strength because we have just now was all like the physical labor, taking things apart. And it's just been so much. But it's all good. Connor's been good. He's been working his butt off. He's working his butt off in his room right now since he left that for last, which is fine. It's fine. I'm trying to not be a control freak. He's just like, I need that. And I'm like, all right, whatever. The person who says, I can do it all by myself. Hey, Ma, where's this? Hey, Ma, where's that? Hey, Ma, do we have bags? Hey, Ma, where's the Sharpie? Hey, do we have tape do we have a screwdriver? Do you have an Allen wrench? And it's like, I'm so glad he could do it by himself. He was like, I won't bother you at all. He's been out here every 10 minutes all morning. I was like, well, I guess sleep ain't going to happen because he woke me up at 8:30 with this. And I was just like, because I just got up, you know me. I got up to go pee. I come back and I lay back down. All the lights are out and he comes out. Hey, Ma, I don't want to wake you up, but I'm starting on my room. Do you know what? And I was like, is this motherfucker really like whispering to me, thinking that he's going to keep me asleep and then I'm going to answer him and still be able to sleep? And I was like, it's in whatever. And he was like, okay, go back to sleep. I was like, yeah, I'll try. 10 seconds later, he's out. I can't find it. There's no way you even reached the room by now. So I was like, fine, I'll get up. So yeah, that's been fun. But independence, whatever. It is what it is. She said, oh, if y'all get here before I get back, hit that like button. That's right. Hit that like button. Darth Brandon. I know who that is. And the nerd. Morning, nerd. Somebody forgot to switch over. Gonna be cleaning while listening. Good morning to you, or good day to you. Wolfram, what's up? You can tell I haven't streamed in a while since I said the M word. Oh, Lord. I'm going to have to retrain myself. Wolfram, hi, honey. How are you? Thanks for being here. I'm doing what you do. Daisy girl coming in here with her sexy, sassy self, full of dancing and kisses. That's my Daisy girl. Always up for a good dance, kiss, or schmank. Castro sits up, savages. Nice. We got a nice little round out here. Okay, I gotta find something. Like, I did not expect to see that. All right, here.
All I do is win, no matter what.
Just remember that.
All I do is win, no matter what.
And I know what you're all thinking about my move.
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
There you go. There you go. And if Winning's listening, he's probably thinking this.
Why are you gay?
But no, I got a super chat, so I got to do it. And we got a $5 super chat from Zach without a K. He said, Shelly without the second E. How are you? Good luck on the move. Can I use all caps here? Oh, thanks so much. Hope you're well. Honey, I don't have a problem. As long as you're not like hitting me over the head with a hammer, we're good. You can use caps if you want. That's fine. Because even when I whisper, I come through in all caps. That's the Hoboken whisper. That's what they always called it. I don't know if y'all can hear the echo. Can you hear the echo in this apartment? Because there's nothing. I'm in this like giant living room because my living room is comparatively for apartments, it's big. And my ceilings are pretty high. They're not the low, like, not like, what are they? 8-foot ceilings? Are these 8 foot? These might be 8 or 9 foot ceilings. I don't know. But I know that I can't reach them. I never could. But the echo is driving me crazy. I made the mistake yesterday of calling to Connor from the living room, and it was so loud that like the reverb was terrible. And then poor cats, I sneezed, and oh dear Lord, I never saw them so scared. They ran like their tails were on fire. It was so loud. It shocked me. But I don't know, like there's nothing on the walls. There's no curtains. That's really bothered me. The no curtains really bothered me. But yesterday, like Connor and I took apart the furniture that was in the living room that we were throwing out because we figured there's no room in the recycle area for like the big pieces. So if we broke it down, we could pile it up, bind it together, and this way it would be easier for them to get rid of too when they come pick it up. But I had this typical, year 2000 entertainment center, this wooden one that I put together. It was in perfect condition, like except for like some sagging in the middle because of the giant tube TV I used to have on it. And Connor was like, "Oh, I can't believe I gotta move this." I was like, "How about you destroy it?" I was like, "Collapse it." And that's how we got to that point. Man, he had so much fun destroying that thing. He got everything off of it. He boxed everything up that was left. And then he was like, "All right, how do I do this?" I was like, "All right, so you rip the doors off on the front first." So he tried like jumping on them, and I was like, "See, you're working hard, not smart." It's like they're hinge doors, open them all the way, and then keep pushing. Man, he was like, he goes, "No, it's not gonna do." I was like, "This is not made out of like real wood. This is like, like that. What is it, fiberboard or whatever?" But it's much weaker wood. And he was like, "All right." So he did it and it snapped like the whole front out. And he was so excited. He was so excited. And he was like, "I can't wait." I was like, "You really want to do it?" I was like, "All right, pretend you're Godzilla." And he was like on the side pushing, like I told him to, like to push the entertainment center. I was like, "Now just try to tilt it, like make it wiggle back and forth, and then loosen it and then push really hard." And he did it. And when it collapsed, I've never seen this kid so happy. He was like, "Oh my God." I was like, you got your mother's violent tendencies. You like to destroy shit." But he had a good time. So that's all that mattered. Anyway, Zach, thank you very much for your super chat. Very sweet of you. And yes, you could type in all caps if you want. So we got Daisy Girl saying hi. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Darth Hideous. He said, "Oh my God, it's Michelle, not Obama." Yes, no. We are vastly different. Vastly different in every way. And the most important way is extremely different. Like, for one, I'm a girl. Castro. How you doing, Darth? I was talking about you the other day. Nice things. Don't get me wrong. It was all nice things. You can ask in you, out you, all around you. I was very nice. Did Wolfram do his Lopes in house? He didn't. I didn't see that. Did he? I didn't see his typical. Because I would have awooed. Where's the howl, man? Are you not in a howling mood today? What's wrong? Tell me what's the matter. What's going on? You all right? You all right, Wolfie? Zach reminded me. He said, "Ow, ow." No shit, Zach. Where you been? You been around? I'm just looking through chat to see what's there. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. I love it. Inya, see, I mention her and she appears. Inya, out you, all around you. How you doing, baby? Daisy shoving bananas down the men's throats. I love it. Oh, I'm not gonna go there. That's a much longer stream, and it should be dark out when we have that stream. Zach said at Wolfram, best mod without opposable thumbs ever. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, I love you guys. I'm glad I had time to do this. I hope my son leaves me alone for the next half an hour. That'd be great. He came out. I was like, "I'm going live in like 30 seconds. He was like, yeah. I only got a couple questions every once in a while. Like, Outpost said, "So glad you're finally leaving and getting out of that concrete jungle for real nature." Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, I'm nervous. But here's the thing. Like I was telling Winning, I'm like that wild animal that gets injured and they take it to either like a rescue place or to a rehab to get it back on its feet before they re-release it. And the animal usually forms bonds. They might not be natural bonds, but like they form bonds there. They get comfortable and they forget like what it's like to be out there. So when they're making the transition and they have them in that cage and they're about to pull the door up and let them free, like you see that animal like creep out real anxious and like cautious and afraid for like 3 seconds. And then once those back feet clear that doorway, they're gone. That'll be me. Once I'm in the car to go to Pennsylvania, I'll be fine. I'm probably going to cry and my brother's well prepared. He's well prepared. He was like, I have tissues in the car. I was like, that's great. Thanks. He was like, you might want to like, not have coffee in the morning. I was like, why? He was like, it tends to make you a little cranky if you're nervous. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a lot crankier if I don't get my coffee. And he was like, yeah, well, I'll have coffee for you, but just like in the beginning, calm down. I was like, I'll be fine. And he was like, I'll talk to you the whole time. We'll play music. Dude, my brother forgets. Once I get in the car, I go to sleep. I mean, yeah, it's a road trip, but his girlfriend's going to be there. I don't really know her that well. And I'm thinking of what Charles used to tell me when I used to get a new teacher or, a new para in the classroom. And he'd say, okay, show them you, like be you, but just be you a little bit at a time. Because you, like, in one thing is a little overwhelming. Fuck you too. But yeah, I'm trying to like release a little of my personality at once, but it don't work for me, guys. Like I am who I am. This is me. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm very excited. I can't believe how much stuff Connor and I got done. I cannot believe it. And my mother was excited yesterday. She was like, I washed all the bedding because I bought all new bedding for us. Because I was like, new house, new mattresses, new bedding, new pillows, new everything. Because that's my focus is getting into a bed. Not really different from the rest of my life, but this time I'm just looking for sleep. So it's like, I can't wait to sleep in a bed. Guys, it's so exciting. I haven't slept in a bed except in the hospital for 2 years. So it's like, oh my God, really? I'm so excited. So excited to have the kitchen where I can actually cook. It's going to be amazing. We have bird feeders and we have I'm going to have a view and I'll be able to see the stars and just, it's just going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And I'm terrified because I am so Jersey. I'm like, what if they don't like me? They'll like me. I'll be fine. But there's always that insecurity. And you said 4 hours, 45 minutes till the weekend starts. Tell me your day is sucking without telling me your day is sucking. Is it that bad? Are you having that bad of a week, honey? I hope you have a better weekend. She said, let's go. Pool pump died. Oh no. So we have to drain the darn thing. Can't afford a new one. The tadpoles are insane. And those fucking frogs won't shut the fuck up all night. Oh, the gay frogs. You gotta love gay frogs. Actually, you don't, but whatever. And Yamara said, for one, you don't have a penis, Shelly. I mean, not personally, but I like to, share one with the person it's attached to. That'd be nice. Elpo said, beat me to it. And yeah, I know. There he goes. He wipes his paws, lopes in house. Thank you. Thank you very much, Wolfram. I rely on that. You know me. Consistency is key. By the way, ow. There you go. And you said, I love and miss you, Darth. Where the fuck you been for real? Mm-hmm. Chili's penis is in bubble wrap. No, I had to throw it out because my son was like cleaning out the closet. I was like, wait. He was like, I'm not touching that drawer. I was like, all right, just let me do it. You leave the room. Let me take care of this drawer. And then you can clean the whole closet. Like, I got no secrets. And he was like, yeah, he was like, that's not a secret either. I just don't want to open the drawer. Oh, he's been funny the last couple days because I have been a big fragile mess. Like, let's not mince words. I'm a hot mess. Like, he'll be talking, all of a sudden I'm just crying. He's like, what did I say? I didn't do it. And I'm like, no, just my nerve. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I'll be like, ha 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 ha. Oh, so manic. And I'm not bipolar. It's been proven. But yeah, poor thing. But yesterday was it yesterday or the day before? My days are all fucked up. We had like a 3-hour conversation about like literally everything in the world. And I was so proud of him to sit down and have this conversation. We talked about like trans stuff. We talked about Kamala. We talked about Trump. We talked about, politics in general. We talked about, um, big pharma. We talked about Jibby Jabs. We talked about the economy. We talked about him getting a job. We talked about student loans. We talked like everything. We talked about like everything. And he was asking me so many questions and he was like, "No, I don't agree." I was like, "Okay, you don't agree, but tell me why you don't agree." "Well, because I heard." "Okay, but you heard, but did you research it?" And poor thing, I gave him so many links to, to the documentaries that Winning and I do on Sundays because they basically like those were his questions. And I was like, "All right, I'll give you whatever you need. Here you go." And then he was like, he had other questions. So I'm basically using Winning to teach this kid how to see actual reality. And he appreciates it, but he's like, he goes, "These are long." I'm like, they're not as long as my shows. He's like, "Yeah, I don't listen to yours either." Oh, thanks. Thanks, Connor. Appreciate that. He only listens to them when he's part of them. Then he loves them. Then he's like, "Go longer." I'm like, Uh, so that was funny. I thought that was funny. But I've been a nervous wreck. And just the memories. Like I really didn't realize how sentimental I was. He went to throw out this really old beat up scissor that like the handle was like at one point the handle of it was painted black by the company that made it and it was so used that the black paint was like all worn off wherever you held it. And it was really just beat up and old, but I mean it was clean, it was rust free, it still functioned. And he was like, "What are we doing with this?" He was like, "I'm going to throw this out." I was like, "Don't you dare throw that." He was like, "Why? Oh my God." I said, "That was my grandmother's scissor." He was like, "Really? Your grandmother had a scissor? Like, that's what's special?" I was like, "No, you don't understand. Like, she taught me how to like cut pizza with that. She did so much. Like, that was the food scissor that she kept in the kitchen drawer because she didn't like pizza cutters. She just didn't like them. And so she would cut with the scissor. And she taught me how to do that. And she taught me how to like cut the meat with the scissor, like all different things. But it was always kitchen related and it was always, in the care of something else. Hold on. Yes, Connor? Yeah, it's in there somewhere. Isn't it? Gulassard. I'm live.
Yeah.
So you don't care.
By the way, guys. Yeah. So I found a shark.
Be nice.
Yeah, but she had like a
No, be nice.
lamp thing
Gulassard, be nice.
where there's a container. Where
Stop. Here.
Oh.
Here, goodbye. Bye.
I
Bye.
could have just grabbed the shark.
Gulassard, kita mort.
You
Go.
heard me?
No, go, goodbye. Come on, stop.
No, it's okay. Wait, why did you give me?
I didn't. You took it. I made you hold it.
Oh.
Give me back my damn lunch. Get out of here.
I thought you said-
Basangul. I can't with this fucking kid. Oh, what a nudge. Such a nudge. Stay out of my business. Sorry if that was super loud. I know I told you, like, I'm literally sitting here whispering and it's loud as fuck. Then he comes out and I'm super loud. Wilfred said, "I'm all right, just scrambling with this sudden stream." Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I mean, I'm gonna redirect to gutter at 12. So I mean, that's why I did it now. That was why I chose now. This way I could just redirect. Nerves are to be expected. Such a major life change. Yep. And you say work has been nutso. My boss shook stuff. I can't read. My boss shook stuff up. That was really hard to say. And it was a giant shock. Oh, new billing team, and I don't work well. That stressed out. Yeah, but we made it the first week. Yeah, and I'm sure you don't work well with new people right away because you know what you're doing and they don't. Lady said, my husband told me yesterday we were going to have to take the pool up for the season. Said, oh no. Oh, see, I want a pool so bad. I just don't want the pool problems. I remember having all those problems with the pool, but ours was above ground. Yeah, this one went by way too fast. I can't believe I leave tomorrow. Where would they actually butcher shears? I don't know. They were from like the 1940s. So they were super, super like efficient. And she even had her own little like sharpener for it. So I mean, I don't know. They were just really different things were so important to me. And he was like, you're crazy. And I was like, you don't understand. She's gone. Whatever I have left, that's all I got. You know, with my memory, it helps to have something that I can see, something tangible to spark those memories. I always thought I'd be like, you know, I'd remember everything. I never expected to have any kind of brain issues. But pride goeth before the fall. Whatever you're most proud of, God's like, hold on. I know you're proud of it, but I'm going to take it away for a little bit and let's see what else, you know, you're capable of. That's how I look at it anyway. So because I can't remember everything or think, you know, on my feet like I used to, sometimes, not all the time, but when I have a flare up like now, yeah, I do have to lean into other strengths. Thomas said, and by the way, hi Thomas, how are you? I have a pair. I'm so bad today. That used to be called Super Shears from Tandy Leather. Oh my God, Tandy Leather. That's who we used to go to. They had a shop in New Jersey, and that's where we used to buy all our dyes and the casters, like the metal casting, the molds that you hammer into the leather. Yeah, everything said Tandy Leather, Tandy Leather, Tandy Leather. I do have a pair of those. They're super heavy. They weigh like at least 2 pounds. Like they're heavy and they're super thick, but they'll cut through anything. That's what my mother used when she almost cut her thumb off. So I'm very wary of those. I have them. They're literally taped closed because I'm afraid that somebody will like stick their hand in a box or whatever and whoop, there goes a digit. But yeah, those will cut through bone. I mean, they'll cut through anything. Just as long as you got the right amount of pressure, they don't bend at all. Outpost said, what are these country folk gonna think when you break out the Italian curse words, right? They're gonna be like, oh my God, she's speaking in tongues. Wolfram said, nah, you're fine. Shelly, I just forgot to do the howl because I was hurrying to drop links and say hi to everyone. Oh, honey, I'm just giving you shit about it. It's all right. I just like when you howl. Phrasing. And you can take that in any context you want. Just run with it. Go ahead. Wolfkinder. Hey, honey, how are you? What's going on? Wolfram said, and doing it all without opposable thumbs. Oh, yeah, I know. You are a wonder. You are a wonder. Inya said, lady said, I love fall. Yeah, you seem like a fall kind of girl. Fall is my favorite. Not gonna lie. Apple cider and pumpkins and Halloween, which Halloween was always like one of my top 2 favorite holidays. And now got other reasons for it being my favorite day. But yeah, I can't wait for Halloween. Oh my God, I get to decorate. See, now this will be like the real thing for me because I can already feel how I want to decorate more. Like I already have plans in my head of all the different things I'm going to do and, you know, murals I want to make and stuff like that. And I haven't been like that in a long time. So that's exciting. I feel like my apathy will kind of go away. At least that's what I'm hoping. And if anything, I'll always be up because my mother will aggravate the shit out of me. So I'll always have energy. It just might be that fighting energy. And you said, my husband took vacation the last 2 weeks of October. Awesome. Yeah, I do. I love fall. I love the colors of the leaves and I love how it's just the perfect weather. It really is like the bugs are pretty much going away. You know, that intense heat is going away and it's just nice and like perfect sweater weather every day. I love hoodies. Like I don't wear them that often because I'm always inside, but like I love sweatshirts and stuff like that. Like I just but yeah, I am a sweater girl. Those shears are made a bit thicker metal, but the angle and how rough the ground edge was so that it grips as it cuts the item so it won't slip in being cut. Yeah, no, these were regular shears. They're just really old, but I do have the ones that you're talking about. And I have like the serrated, I don't know if you call them serrated, the zigzag ones. That I mean, they're really, but they're so sharp and so heavy duty. And you said love Halloween and then the fair too. Yeah, see, I don't get to do anything here. We used to have pumpkin festivals on the pier. You know, we would take all the kids. The pier is like this giant park that they built out of a old shipping pier, and it's all fenced in and whatever. So I mean, there's no danger, but I mean, it's beautiful. They have grass there. They have statuaries. They have like gazebos here and there. There's benches everywhere, and they used to have this, you know, autumn festival, and we used to call it, you know, the pumpkin festival because we went pumpkin picking there. And they used to have it every year, and they don't do it anymore. It's so weird. They stopped with Coof and they never restarted. Most of the kids' programs that we had, they don't do anymore. It's bizarre. It's like, okay, we still have tons of kids in this town. Why are we not having any kid friendly like festivities? No, they don't do it. Weird. It's like, oh, Coof happened, and we're gonna suck the joy out of everything. Feels evil. Thomas said, I learned from sharpening them how to properly sharpen metal shears to get super precise cuts in sheet metal too. Nice. Very nice. It's always good. See, I love getting skills. It's a good thing. I talked to my son about that. I was like, you know, because we were talking about entry level jobs and, you know, like, but he was like, but minimum wage. I was like, first of all these people bitching about they need higher minimum wage. They need to have skills. All those jobs that they're like affecting really are meant for high school kids. That's why everybody in high school worked in McDonald's, in ShopRite, in Food Town. Like we all had cashier jobs, delivery jobs, waitress jobs, anything that was entry level because we were learning. We weren't feeding a family of 4 and, you know, trying to make mortgage and car payments. Like we were trying to save up enough to buy a used car for ourselves so we can get the hell out of the house. We wanted like cigarette money, booze money, even though we were under 18, you know, and just like fun money. That was our money. It wasn't meant to provide for people. You know, and if you were good, you acquired skills and work experience and you moved up in the company, or you went to school or got a different job or learned a trade. Like that was not your stopping point. That was your jumping off point into the world of work, where if you got fired, who cared? Well, I got fired from McDonald's. Yeah, nobody's going to hold that against you. Like, but these people don't understand that. And it took me a while to really explain it to him. And then he was like, no, you know what? He was like, you're not wrong. We even talked about, you know, the whole abortion thing. And he brought up the whole, the graping and the, incest. And I was like, dude, I said, first of all, those are so few and far between. So I told him, I said, listen, if I worked in a clinic for animals and somebody brought in their cat and the cat was, in its first, like section of pregnancy, I forget how long they're pregnant, but I used to know this stuff off the top of my head. I was like, if she's only a couple weeks, but there's kittens in there, right? If I agree to spay that cat and I take out everything, I'm taking the kittens out as well. I have to dispose of those kittens. You would think I'm horrible. If I had chickens and I had eggs that I knew had baby chicks in them that were not going to be viable for food or whatever, and they were just going to be baby chicks, they would one day be born and be normal chicks, and I went around stomping on them, you would think I'm the most heartless person in the world. He was like, oh my God, yeah. I was like, so why are you against me like getting rid of like animals before they're born, but not humans? I don't understand. Like, why does one make you go, oh no, you did this, you horrible person, but the other is like, it's my right. Like, I don't get it. I don't get where you make that difference in your head. I watched that light bulb go off in his head, and he was just like, "Oh my God, I never thought of it that way." And I was like, "That's what you have to think about because they're telling you one is okay and the other one is, oh, I don't do that because they're so cute. Babies aren't cute. I mean, some babies are ugly, but most of them are cute. They make them that way so we don't eat them because they keep us up for the first 3 years of their life minimum. So it's like, they make them cute so that we don't go, I'm going to feed you to the wolves. Like I'm leaving you on a corner. No, they're cute. They're ours. We bond to them. And oh my God, you see yourself in them. How is it easier to get rid of that than it is to get rid of like a couple unborn kittens? Like one of them gets your love and sympathy and the other one is like, oh no, it's all about me. It's a very mixed up mindset. It's a very selfish, very programmed mindset, I feel, because who told you that? I never told you that. So where'd you get it from? Where'd you get that feeling, that differentiation? Like, I don't understand it. So yeah, we had really good conversations. It's not all about me going, get the hell out of my face. Like, because we joke around constantly. Our main language between one another is sarcasm and just dark humor. And I told him, I was like, would you rather have me? We were talking about that too. He's like, you're not like other moms. I was like, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. And he was like, no, other moms are boring. I said, well, would you rather have a boring mom who's always like, oh my God, hi, children, here's the cookie. You just pat you on the head and walk away and just be like, oh, don't say that. No naughty words. He was like, no, I'd rather have you. He was like, you have problems sometimes. He's like, but I'd much rather have you than any other mom. I was like, oh. So that was nice. And you said my daughter is right around then, my crazy Scorpio kid. Yeah, I got my Scorpio boy. So I don't know what I did to offend God, but for some reason, the most important men in my life are Scorpios. So it's like, they're a challenge. They're a challenge. Because I'm always looking out for that tail strike, even though they're like, no, it's just there because I'm pretty. It's just there to make me look special. I'm not going to get you with it. Other people, yes, you not so much. Thomas Anderson said, with them sharpened correctly, I could cut through nearly half an inch of thick saddle leather. Oh, wow. With ease, but I made mistakes of sharpening the edge to a smooth scalpel sharpness and they slipped. Oh, no. Oh, that sounds damaging. Wolfkinder, I love flannel. Oh, yeah. Shirts and sheets. Oh, yeah. I love flannel sheets. I do. Those, just when you think about like you're cold like at night and you're just like, oh my God, I can't get rid of this chill. Then you slip between some flannel sheets with a nice heavy like down comforter. Oh my God, it feels so good. It feels so good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to be able to like lay in bed and watch it snow. See thunderstorms, like see the lightning. To be able to see the moon. That'd be great. I haven't seen the moon in like forever. Stars, and during the day I get to watch all the birds because we have bird feeders. My mother's like, yeah, 2 of them are already dead. The hawk, the hawk figured out the one in the back. I was like, oh well. There's always more birds where that came from. But yeah. I'm having the hardest time breathing. I know I just lit a cigarette, whatever. Don't judge me. Follow my logic. My allergies are so bad because of all the dust that's been like, that's all that's in the air. It's just dust. It's horrible. But it's cold enough that I turned off my air conditioner because none of you would have heard me. It was so loud in here. It was ridiculous. I know I'm all over the place. Bear with me. I mean, this was just basically a stream for me to hang out and tell you guys where we're at. And just to say goodbye to Jersey with you guys because you're special to me. Jersey's special. I'm always going to be a Jersey girl. You can't change that. I could spend 100 years living somewhere else, but Jersey is what I was raised on. So it's what I'm always going to be. And you said if you ask my stepdad what his favorite color is, he always says plaid flannel. Yeah, I'm partial to the red and black flannel. I am lumberjack wear. I mean, come on. You put a man in flannel, in a long sleeve flannel shirt with a white or black t-shirt underneath, the sleeves rolled up to about, the tops of his forearms. Put him in some blue jeans and some either cowboy or work boots. Nice belt. A nice little buckle, solid buckle. Maybe throw a tool belt on him. Maybe a rip or some like fading to the jeans, a paint splash here or there. Lord, you want to talk about my estrogen levels rising. Woo! Is it hot in here? Holy crap. But yeah, and see, I picture all that and mine has an avatar face. God, I'm so screwed. It's ridiculous. Had to go back and resharpen them with the rough texture. Finally had some super good sharpening supplies down to 20,000 grit. Nice. Puts a mirror finish up to the edge. That sounds like it. That's wow. Okay. You are very serious about the stuff you do. I admire that. And you said minimum wage is $15 an hour now? God. Why talk so much about those? Because I was a leather worker for years, making essentially my first business, starting my journey as a self-employed person in my early 20s. There you go. Listen, I worked on my first belt and my first wallet when I was 3. So yeah, I mean, it's weird because you would think 3, 4, 5 years old, I wouldn't remember how to do any of it, but I remember it. I remember all the things I was taught to do. And I remember watching my mother as she made much more intricate pieces. Like she did vests and jackets and like she would work with like the shearling and stuff like that. So, I mean, I remember all that. I hope I continue to remember all that. And yeah, 8 years ago, I paid people $9 an hour. Yeah, when I started working, I think I made on my very first job, I'm pretty sure I made like $5 an hour. But I mean, I was a tutor in high school, so I mean, $5 an hour was a lot. And then when I tutored for the Italian teacher when I tutored his nephew, he paid me more than that, but that was his choice. I had agreed to I think it was like $10 an hour. But I mean, I wasn't a certified teacher. I was still in high school. But yeah, I remember babysitting for, what was it? $20 an hour or $10 an hour. I think when I started out, it was $10 an hour. And that was like high. And that's only because I had a lot of like skills with like small babies and stuff. I had tons of experience. And Thomas said, build skills and you can step away from working at another company. That'll control how much money you make. Yep. Man, either you work more or less based on what they want to spend and what to make. A lot of it isn't even skill. Like, I feel like people shoot themselves in the foot when they go into business for themselves, but they know they lack discipline. Like, if you can't stick to something, then maybe owning your own business ain't for you. Like, because you get a real quick reputation for being either unreliable or inefficient. And that's not good for anybody. And they're like, I don't know why my business didn't work. Well, because you didn't. Like, but most of the people I know that take that plunge, they really throw themselves into it. Like, I'm like, oh, they just started a business. We won't see them for like 3 years unless they're doing an event. Like, unless they need help. They're just going to be immersed, which I respect. I respect that. I did it when I went back to college. I was working full time, taking care of 2 kids. Connor was going to karate all the time. But I was also going full time to college. So, I mean, I didn't have much of a social life. And when I did, I really, I went out. Like, I made time once a week to go out, but it was difficult. It was. Lady Awesome. Wow, that's awesome. And Thomas Anderson has something to be proud of. Absolutely. If no one has told you, let me tell you, that's impressive. Good job. He is. Thomas is always impressive. He's got a huge knowledge base. He's very conversational, very friendly. I enjoy having him around. I enjoy having you around, Thomas. In case nobody ever told you, we enjoy you. We appreciate you. Outpost. Just remember, you'll get fined and jail time for killing a baby bald eagle, but cheered for killing a baby human. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Our priorities, they've shifted the priorities. And I asked my son, how did you get there? How do you think we got there? And he didn't have an answer for me. And I was like, you got there by design because they wanted you to deprioritize human life. They wanted to make it less miraculous. I was like, and trust me, like every baby is a miracle. Everyone, whether they make it or not, whether they stay or not, they're a piece of God, you know, that we get to nestle within us and we get to be in touch with and cherish and grow. And I believe that. I really do. Because I have 2 kids that I probably shouldn't have ever been able to even conceive, but God gave me that. You know, yeah, I lost a couple kids. They're waiting for me. I know that. I look forward to that. I hold on to that. You know, and I'm sure my grandmother is in heaven just thoroughly enjoying her great-grandchildren, you know, forever and ever. Same thing with daddy. I'm sure he's up there like, I'm a grandpa. Like, you know, and he's just waiting for the rest of us to eventually join him and join grandma. And they're like, take your time. But I believe every conception is a miracle because it happens against all odds. There's so much against you. Just naturally. That's why it's like survival of the fittest. That one sperm is like, I'm going to make it, damn it. Meanwhile, the egg's like, nope, no entry. Damn it, he slipped in. All right, let's do this. It is a miracle. And I really do think you have to be touched by the divine to have that miracle take place. So, and it's just crazy. I mean, anybody who's ever carried a baby for even like a minute of knowing you were pregnant knows the change that happens in you. Same thing with, you know, men who become fathers who are actually fathers, not just sperm donors. The change is systemic. Everything about you changes. Everything within you and everything outside of you changes. Because suddenly there's one thing that's most important in the world that never existed before. And, you know, you're transformed. It really is an unbelievably miraculous, wonderful thing. I can't, nothing in my life has ever affected me the way motherhood has, the way being a parent has. And I never knew that kind of love was, you know, that it existed. I didn't know it was possible. I couldn't think of the word. I really didn't think it was possible because I didn't see it growing up. So I had no experience with it. You know, I saw my grandmother's love, but it was different. She was my grandmother, you know, like, and she didn't treat her kids the way she treated me. Let's be fair. I mean, she broke frying pans over my mother's, you know, head, which explains so much. But, you know, she was loving toward me, but like, she didn't hug me. You know, the nurturing wasn't there. The teaching was there. You know, okay, you're going to have these values and you're going to like appreciate these traditions and you're going to uphold this. Basically, she was training me to take over for her when she was gone because she knew my mother wasn't going to do it. So it was just like on the job training my whole life. But that, I don't know, that special love just, it wasn't there. You know, I got that from daddy, but I didn't get that from anybody else in my family. And when I had my kids, I was overwhelmed with the feeling of love for them because I would have done anything for them. And I still would. You know, I'd kill for them. I'd die for them. And it wouldn't even be a thought. There would be no, oh, I got to think about it. No, it's instantaneous. That's my instinct. Just everything for them. And I think if you're a parent who doesn't feel that way, well, then maybe you need to like look at your priorities because your kids, you brought them in here. They're your full responsibility. You're welcome. Like you should be thankful to have that because a lot of people don't. And they crave it. They want it so bad. It's fulfilling. It's purposeful. And it is a gift from God. Nobody can convince me otherwise. Even when the kids drive you insane. Because there's no joy without a little sorrow and despair and craziness. And yeah, I get the craziest questions from my kids, but at least they aren't scared to ask me just about anything, right? And that's the thing. I look at him and I'm like, really? Like, and he always asks me when it's either 10 minutes before a movie ends that I haven't seen. So it's like they get to that climactic point where they're going to explain everything. And then he comes in, I'm like, fuck. And I got to pause it or I miss it. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, how? How do you know? How do you know? You didn't even know I was watching something. You thought I was asleep. And yet 10 minutes before it ends, here you are. Every time. He has an uncanny ability since he was born to interrupt whatever the hell I want to watch at the exact moment that he absolutely shouldn't. It's like if you should leave me alone, there you go. And yeah, I've also seen way too many buttholes. What? Wait, what? How do we wait? Oh, because your kids, they're like, is my butt normal or can you wipe my butt? See, that's love when your kids are like gross and have diarrhea and vomit all over them. And you're like, come here, come here. It's all right. Because anybody else, you'd run the other way. No, our kids were like, oh my God, come here. I got it. And you scoop them up. And I mean, as they get older, you tend to like, yeah, walk ahead of me. Go in the bathroom. Don't touch anything. Like, well, when they're little, your baby could literally vomit in your face and you'd be like, that's my fault. That's my fault. I jostled you too much. Are you okay? Meanwhile, you got vomit on your face. It's so weird. The things we let them do. They're like, oh, I just pooped in your hand. You're like, oh, that was my fault. It's okay. It's okay. I love you. You got to remind yourself, I love you. I love you. You're amazing. I went through labor for this. Remember that. But yeah, it's funny. I've seen too many buttholes. But I mean, as a parent, I totally get that. I know somebody can misconstrue that, but I don't care. It's fucking funny. Like, yeah, they literally come, they're like, hey, what's this? It's toilet paper. Can you just go wipe better? Oh, it was itchy. Yeah, I know. Go wipe it. Come on. Come watch me do it so that I know if I'm doing it right. Fine. You know, like whatever. There's nothing weird about it because they're not born with the knowledge. Somebody's got to teach them. Who better than their parent? Nobody should be teaching them but their parent. Oh, I think it's hilarious. The things that we go through when they're little. And you said, I didn't realize when I was younger how many buttholes I would have to look at. Or the fact that once you get pregnant and you, especially when you hit that labor stage, your modesty goes straight out the window because you're hot and you're cranky and you're cramping and you don't care. They're like, oh, the doc, this such and such wants to go. I don't care. Okay, but could you put clothes on? It's hot. No. Like I have a sheet on. You're lucky I'm like covering that. Just, I don't care. Like everybody just get in here. Look at what you need to do and get the fuck out. Just get this baby out of me. Yeah, it's hilarious. Where they're like, we're just going to just flip you up. Sure, just flip me over. I feel like a whale and now I feel like a turtle on its back. But yeah, let's just flip over. Oh, hey, could you like squat that? No, I can't squat that. Why? Because I'm 9 months pregnant and I hate you. Like, it's like, don't ask me to do anything but breathe and somebody bring me some ice chips. Like, stop. Hilarious. I had doctors like, oh, we have all these residents. If you don't mind, we just like to, and I had like 8 friggin' residents in front of me and they're just in there with their little clipboards ready to take notes. And they're like, could you just, put your feet in the stands? You just want me to just, put my shit on display for everybody here? Well, yeah, we're going to show them how. Yeah. When did I become your medical dummy? I deserve a little bit of privacy too. But now you're like, fine. Like, I don't care. Just make the pain stop. Except when trust me, when they hand that needle for the epidural to a resident, you're like, no. I want somebody seasoned in how to do this because this is bullshit. You're not sticking me more than once. Nope. So I got in this predicament. Nope. Wolf, I have an Amazon wish list. Yes, I do. I don't love sharing it. Wait. I don't like asking for things, Wolfie. You know that. I said I was going to put it up once, but you brought it up. So let me see. New home wish list. Because of you. Okay. So send this list to others. I don't know how to do this. I'm looking. We're going to switch over to Gutters Pub in a minute. God damn it. Why won't it let me just... I don't know how to do this. Do. New home wish list, yeah. Okay. Why does Amazon make it so difficult? I believe that's it. I think that's it. Daisy Girl, will Shelly get to worry what it's like to have a tree fall on you during a storm? Yes, and I'm surrounded by trees. I tell you, my mother was outside the other night with her husband and a family of deer. Like Kate just walked out of the woods right across the road from the house and just sat there and stared at them. She was like, "Oh my God, they stared at us forever." And she had 2 tiki torches going. They probably thought they were friggin' headlights and they got frozen. But she was so excited. So my daughter spent like the whole next day waiting for the deer to come back. They didn't. Not that day. They came back that night and she missed it. She was so mad. But I mean, she's seen tons of animals. So she's very happy. She's up and walking around all around the house. She does a circuit around the outside of the house a couple times a day, practicing, the walking, and she's gotten much better. She's doing stairs now, which is nice because I had no stairs here. So like, what the hell was she gonna do? But yeah, so we're doing good. We're on our way. I gotta catch up so I can end. Thomas said at Inya, that reminds me of the veterinary clinic that has a person whose only job is to wipe down everything because they had a hairless cat that left butthole prints everywhere. They will do that. You see little like starfish everywhere. It's like, because their buttholes, sometimes they leak when they have no hair. They leak. It's terrible. Leaving little butthole kisses everywhere. Yep, little starfish. Wolfkind said, "Did you ever notice that Pennsylvania is the only state where we refer to ourselves by the letters we live in PA?" Yeah, because I don't say, "Oh, I'm from NJ." I was like, "I'm from Jersey." I just leave off the new completely because I'm old. And Jersey's just as old. Well, a lot older, but anyway. Never thought at Wolfkind. Yep, it's funny. Thomas said, "Holding a job is not for you if you don't have any discipline either." Yeah, though getting you fired constantly and very fast, honestly. I mean, but see, I've worked with people who should have been fired 5 minutes after they were hired, and they stayed longer than I did. And I was like, there are just people who are good at that. They are good at fucking up and fucking upwards and just not doing anything. And they're praised for it. Meanwhile, like I used to bust my ass and I'm like, really? Anyway. My discipline of being on time for any job was out as I messed up myself. I can't talk. I told you. I had a messed up sleep schedule. So working for myself, I could just work whenever. Yep. Because now I just sleep when I'm tired. I can't seem to get a constant 8-hour sleep. So it's like 4 hours here, 2 hours here, 2 hours here. It's not good for me, but oh well, it's the way my body works. It's the way life works. I mean, it's just too hectic here for me to get solid hours of sleep. Of course, as a result, I would end up working 15 hours a day. Yep. And sleeping 4. I used to do that all the time. I do get like very entrenched in my work. Like I get lost in it and it becomes like my sole focus. It's terrible. Always woke up with stiff joint or sore joints if I ever slept more than 4 hours. Yeah, I'd like to know what it's like to sleep in a bed so that I don't have stiff shoulders because I'm always pushing myself up in the recliner because it's weird. Like it's a smooth material, so I slide right out of the chair because it's always tilted down. It just doesn't get that full recline. So when, I move around a little in my sleep, not a lot, and I wind up hanging off the end of the fucking chair. So all night long, I'm constantly in my sleep, pushing myself up in the chair. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, why do my arms hurt so bad? Because now I'm like holding my body up in position in the chair and my arms are locked and I'm tense all night. So I don't get a chance to relax. And you said my job was high stress like that, even though it was remote. I finally have weekends off now and less hours. I did it. I don't know how I did it for many years. I started going a little crazy. We all go a little crazy. Unfortunately, that led to never holding a 24-hour schedule. So when I sleep changing constantly during the day, Thomas said that. It'll do that to you. Sounds like you hit burnout and we're given no time to recharge. Yeah, that's horrible. People don't put enough stock in the need to recharge. It's very important. I'm going to wrap up here. I'm almost caught up. I quit for a month. My boss offered me a job back with more time off. So they both went. Awesome. I kind of like going without sleep long enough to cause the brain to blue screen due to no dreams. It's allowed to do a data dump from even the most boring input of the day. Yeah, I don't have a problem with dreaming. My brain dreams when I'm awake. It's bizarre. Like there's always some type of weird data processing movie going on in the back of my brain. And I'm fully aware of it. I just don't pay attention to it. Because as soon as I look at it, I'm gone for a couple hours because then that thought tangent takes off and then I just live in that thought. And then it just becomes like close to reality and I get all stressed out. And I'm like, dude, it didn't even happen. Like, what? Calm down. I'll post. I wrote a song a few weeks ago called Welcome Home about two people I want to meet in heaven, my grandmother and my child I didn't get to meet. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's good process. Good way to process. You should always do stuff like that for yourself. Tom Sanderson, one thing that helps with working more hours and constantly that I found is why I can do it is that my routine of work is never the same for very long. So I keep things fresh. Yeah, I do really enjoy changing like little changes. And my body will tell me. Like sometimes I'll be able to go to sleep 2:00 in the morning on the dot for like weeks. And then all of a sudden it's 2:00 in the morning and I should be sleepy. And my body's like, nope, we're going to go to sleep at 6. Oh, damn it. It's like, all right, so just adjust. I got to adjust. I'm sending everybody to you. I am redirecting to you. That was the whole point of going now so that I can redirect to you. Yep, no child is legal age when they're born. So as to allow them to sign any sort of agreement. Yeah, and that's what my son did agree. He was like, yeah, babies don't ask to be born. I said, no, that's why it becomes our job to take care of you and teach you. And you're part of a family. He's like, well, my values don't have to be. No, they don't have to be, but they should be, at least in part, because as a family, we want to carry on tradition. We want to keep those ties that bind. When I was growing up, we were a close, huge family because we did things together. We had the same types of roads that we all went down, even though we all lived our own separate lives. There were so many points where we always came together. We could rely on one another. We understood one another, and we knew what to expect. So we were all, together as one, even when we were living separate lives. You don't have that anymore. That's why families are like, I'm going off on my own. All right, well, go. But in my family, it was like, what do you mean you're leaving? Oh my God, what did I do that you're leaving? It was a big thing. Volstorm. Can't hear you really. Stop it. And you said, thanks, Thomas. Yeah, I like when my job gives me new random stuff, but only when I'm just doing it. Could you get out? Bye.
Hold on, I gotta tell you something though. I'm gonna bring you a few things.
All right, but I'm live.
Yeah, I know, but I wanna let you know there's a few pairs of headphones and another one of these.
Connor,
Gonna bring you
it can wait 10 minutes.
well, you could also just listen to what I'm saying.
But I'm going to end my show. Can I just end my show?
Can I just tell you?
All right, hurry up.
The Wi-Fi like extender router thingy. I'm Let me bring that too.
Okay.
Have fun with that.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. Yeah, I love you too. Only when I'm just doing my job, having to train and help somebody do a different job in the company, threw my job off. Yeah, that'll do it. Cutter will be over there soon. Yes, you will. Bullstorm can't hear you. Really? I mean, are you joking that you can't hear me, or because I think you're being a sarcastic thing, which I love about you. Don't get me wrong. I keep lots of information in my head, and it shows it back when I'm thrown off guard with a different department. Yep. All righty. So we got everybody saying hi. Volstorm is following her. He's stalking you. He's stalking you through my chat, so that's fine. At least I got a view off of it. So, I wish more people stalked you through my chat. Just saying. I went to 39 weeks with my second set of twins. FYI, full term for twins is 36 weeks. Yes. Full term for singleton is 40. Yep. Always expect the shorter pregnancy for twins. I don't know why people are like, I didn't make it to 40 weeks. You weren't supposed to. You only got so much room. Like, unless you want to be completely like stretched out. Outpost, all you moms in here do what my brother and I called the mama thing. When your kids have some dirt on the face, you lick your hand. I mean, I lick my thumb and rub it. I used to lick my hand to like put the cowlick down on my son's hair. If we didn't have like time in the morning, like if we were on the way to school and I'm like, crap, his hair's sticking out. Lick, smack down, like, and smooth it. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. And they're like, oh my God, you just put spit. Like, dude, if you knew where you came out of, shut up. Stop it. Yeah. When I had my first C-section, it was one of those ORs with windows on the second floor. Oh, with the showing room where they all like stand there and they watch everything. Yeah. Oh, good. You're still good. Yeah, I'm gonna send them over to you, babe. I try not to do that, but yeah, sometimes you have no water. Listen, I've been where the binky falls on the floor and you're like outside and there's nowhere to like, you don't have water with you. There's not like there's no way that you could wash this thing. You know damn well you've taken that damn pacifier, shoved it in your mouth, took the dirt off, spit that out, and put it back in the baby's mouth. You could say you never did it. I know you did. Because you just do it. Because they're crying and you're like anything to stop it. You just want to comfort them. Slicking the cowlick down. Yep. Oh wow, that's a long time pregnant with it is. I don't. I mean, I just remember how big Connor was, and it was just like by the time I gave birth, I was just like, they were like C-section. I was like, yeah, that's fine, because I swear I was never gonna get one. They're like, we have to. So that's fine. Just get him out. Get him. Like I can't move. I was on my feet all the time with him, but he was just such a happy fat baby. It was great. He was an 8.5 pound baby. And so he was big. Oh geez. With my first set of twins, after epidural, they asked me if a class of residents could watch. I was drugged up and said yes. Can we hurry this along? You're like, yeah, just get him in here and get him out. I don't care. Open wider? Sure. I mean, and you're not at the dentist, so it's not your mouth they're talking about. All right. Last C-section was a little different. Tiny little room, just a spinal block. You pretty much feel everything, but it doesn't hurt. I was terrified. Yeah. No, they gave me the epidural for mine, and I went numb. I was like, I can't breathe. It was like, you're talking, you could breathe. That's why I was like, oh, all right. I calmed down right away, but I was just like, oh my God, the table is slanted. I'm falling off the table. They're like, the table's fine. It's so weird not to feel your body. Like you can feel from the chin up, not even your neck, because your neck, like my neck went completely numb. I couldn't feel it. But to just be like, just your head, you can't, with all your might, you cannot even move a pinky. Like nothing. You can't move anything. You can't feel anything. It's the weirdest experience. Because you're fully conscious and you're just like, oh my God, I can't feel my entire body. It's so strange. And I wouldn't give that up for anything. I mean, look what I got out of it. It was great. Anyway, we're just gonna plow ahead because I'm still 10 minutes behind. Pretty amazing we can make humans. Yes, it is. 100 absolutely. On the road again. There you go. Just can't wait to get on the road again. I love Willie Nelson. No, he's just not gonna let you end it, right? Can you imagine? I mean, this is what, like I have to deal with. He's like, can't you just make them wait? It's like me first. That is the truth of children. It's the I love you, put me first. I love you, put me first. I love you, put me first. And you do because they're everything. Ew, mom, your spit. I made your spit. That's right. I made everything about you. I actually took a picture of him leaving the apartment with the dressers because he was moving stuff out for me to the recycle room. And it was like heavy stuff. And my friend Veronica was like, oh, how's Connor? I can't believe that. So I took a picture and I sent her and I was like, look at it. And she's like, oh my God, he's huge. Because he's like, he fills the doorway. He's just big. And he's built like a brick shit house. I love it. And she's like, oh my God, I thought that the head was you. I was like, what? Because my son's hair is long now. So when he looks down, you see just like a shadow of his face and his hair, and it looks like me. And then you see the rest, and you're like, oh no, that's like first of all, she ain't that size. Like, she's not that big, she's not that tall. Like, what the fuck? But his face is just like mine. So with the curly, like straight, long, well, curly, soft, long hair, he looks exactly like me. And she was like freaking out. And then he went down to bring her boobs because I had that pregnancy belly bust of her that I had to do. So he brought it downstairs the other day, and she was just like, oh my, she called me like crying. And like, she was like, oh my God, he's so big. Cause she had him in second grade. He was so tiny. And he was her favorite, so it was just like, whatever. But anyway, all right. I love you guys. I am very excited. I'm thankful that you were here. I'm going to send you over to Gutters Pub. So I'm going to just do my outro and be done with it. I will talk to you guys next week. I'll do a show at some point. I just got to get set up. I'm hoping that I'll be able to make it to Winning's show, to my show with Winning, to Winning's show, where I get to sit there and be entertained on Sunday. So everybody, I want you to know how much I appreciate all of you and how much this has meant to me. I have had a wonderful life in this city, a lot of ups and downs, but I wouldn't give any of it up. And I'm glad that I have the stories that I get to tell you guys and I get to share it with you. So having said that, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I love you. Yes, I will be safe. You'll see me, I'm pretty sure, on Sunday. I won't get to the new house until after midnight Saturday night. So sending me calming energy. I appreciate that, Lady Awesome. I really, really do. Because I'm very manic. But no, it's all good things, guys. This is a new start and a new life, and it's going to be great. So you all have a wonderful weekend. I love you. Take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you in the Pennsylvania Funny Papers. Mwah. Bye.
Jersey girl, I know that you're a Jersey girl inside. 4 a.m. at a diner, stop singing, living on a
And doggone it, people like me.
I'm thinking maybe you're a Jersey girl with all those highlights in your hair. No other girl can move like you. We pump our fist and ride, it's true. And I don't care what they might say, they'll never get us anyway. So be my Jersey girl, and take a little ride with me tonight.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.